So here's my Blu-ray collection. Yeah, it's a long video. Enjoy. Starting on the top shelf, which are my favorite movies, we have The Hobbit, Unexpected Journey, Walmart Book Edition, Extended Edition 3D, Extended Edition of the not Extended Edition, Desolation of Smaug 3D. I haven't gotten the Extended Edition yet. Lord of the Rings Extended Edition Trilogy, Star Wars The Complete Saga, Indiana Jones The Complete Adventures, Alien Anthology. Great, this is a great set. Prometheus. I actually really enjoy this movie. It's a 4-disc collector's edition. Back to the Future 25th Anniversary Trilogy. E.T. The Extraterrestrial Anniversary Edition. I cannot remember if this has the walkies or shotguns, because every time I get like halfway through, the power goes out. The first Die Hard Anniversary, the 25th Anniversary Collection. This is before that last one came out, which I have like no interest in that, watching that one. Then we have The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo Trilogy. This is the Swedish version, all 3 movies. I love these movies. As you can see, it came with the little cut whenever I first got it. And then we, as you can see, 9 hours uncut, unrated, whatever. David Fincher's Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, which is one of my favorite movies. This is just such a visually stunning movie. Citizen Kane, the 70th Anniversary Edition with all the extra goodies. Ultimate Collector's Edition. Rocky Horror Picture Show 35th Anniversary Edition digibook thing. I should not have watched this when I was a kid. That's probably explains so much. Thanks, Tim Curry. American Graffiti, another one of my favorite movies. This is, if you haven't watched this, you need to watch it. Looper, really surprising, really, really awesome. Blade Runner, amazing movie. Man from Nowhere, one of my favorite South Korean movies. This is just perfect. I love this movie so much. We get to my Christopher Nolan stuff. Inception, Batman Begins, Dark Knight, Dark Knight Rises. Okay, then we get to Skyfall, which is an amazing movie. Valhalla Rising, which, has Mads Mikkelsen. This movie is cursed or something, because every time I watch it, something horrible, horrible happens. So I hardly ever get to watch it, but I love it to death. Then we have Drive, which is, Ryan Gosling. This is a great movie. Only God Forgives. Polarizing, I really enjoyed it. Cowboy Bebop the movie, great movie. They have the entire series coming out on Blu-ray finally next month. I can't wait for that. Colorful, an anime that Andy recommended. It's really, really good. I loved it. My only Criterion Collection release that I own is Seven Samurai, which is amazing. Pacific Rim 3D. I love this movie so much. 2 copies of Akira, the original one that they released a couple years ago, and then last year's 25th anniversary release. Yeah. Planet of the Apes, the 40th anniversary book rocket thing. I grew up watching these movies. I adore them. Same goes for Bond 50. I just love all the Bond movies. Alright. My only 3 Studio Ghibli movies right now is Nausicaa of the Valley of the Wind, My Neighbor Totoro, and From Up on Poppy Hill. But I have Kiki's Delivery Service pre-ordered. It comes out next week, and that's easily my favorite Studio Ghibli movie, followed by My Neighbor Totoro. Moon, starring Sam Rockwell, really, really, really good movie. He carries this movie just great. Star Trek Star Trek Into Darkness 3D. Collateral, my favorite Tom Cruise movie. This is one of the most beautifully shot cities ever. They do such a good job of filming all the night scenes and stuff. Dune, classic. Get in there. Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. This is a great movie. I bought it like 2 months ago, and I immediately lost it somehow, and a whole bunch of stuff. I just now found it. That's why it's still wrapped in plastic. So my favorite childhood movies was these Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. I even like 3. Everybody hates 3, Turtles in Time, but I actually really like it. Grand Budapest Hotel, missed it in theaters. I really enjoyed it when I finally got to see it on Blu-ray. The Road, an incredibly depressing movie, but it is amazing. It's just, yeah, it's great. Place Beyond the Pines, a lot different from what I was expecting. It's really good. District 9, Prisoners, great movie. It'll make you never want to have kids. If you have kids, don't watch this movie. Mud, Matthew McConaughey did a really good job in acting in this movie. Ty Sheridan did a really good job acting. Reese Witherspoon sucks, but they did a really good job of portraying, living in a rural area. American Psycho, uncut version. Saving Private Ryan, classic. Professional. I taped this on VHS when I was a kid, and I watched it over and over again. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. Yeah, I love this movie. The World's End. That was an amazing movie. It was one of my most anticipated movies from last year, and it lived up to all my expectations. This character is me. Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, the Ultimate Edition. It's still sealed. Harry Potter and Chamber of Secrets, Ultimate Edition. And Prisoner of Azkaban, Ultimate Edition. They're all still sealed because I'm waiting to get the other 4 releases before I watch them all. Yeah. They start to go down. The releases, like this is an amazing release because it's got all the extended cuts and everything. 3-disc set. It slowly gets worse. The packaging's great in this one. Packaging great in this one. And then you start getting this weird, stupid card thing where this is just going to get destroyed on my shelf. But, yeah, I had to get the Ultimate Editions. Cabaret, Digibook. Oh. Cleopatra, Digibook, the 50th Anniversary Edition. Still sealed. I pre-ordered it, and it got here, and I set it aside and never got to watch it. The Big Lebowski, got this on Black Friday, and picked up an extra copy and sent it over to one of my friends. Band of Brothers, Pacific, Audioslave Live in Cuba, and the Audioslave DVD. Then we get down here, some more action-y movies. Master and Commander, Far Side of the World, Book of Eli, which is really good until the very end. Patriot Games, really good movie. Fight Club, Rise of the Planet of the Apes, The Matrix. It's the only Matrix movie I have right now because it's the best. Red Dawn, the original one with Patrick Swayze. The Bourne trilogy has Bourne Identity, Bourne Supremacy, and Bourne Ultimatum. Great action movies. He's going to be in the next one they make. They just announced that. War, I think my sister gave this to me. I still haven't watched it, but I'm a Jet Li fan. Get in there. Transformers, Revenge of the Fallen, alright movie. Dark of the Moon, alright movie. G.I. Joe, Rise of Cobra, pretty decent. The Mummy, Deluxe Edition. The Mummy Returns, Deluxe Edition. The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon, Emperor, Deluxe Edition. Doomsday, unrated. Predator, Ultimate Hunter Edition. it does have like really bad scrubbing. Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadow, Taken, extended cut, Taken 2, unrated cut, The Gray, 2012, Snow White and the Huntsman, Lord of the Rings, the Ralph Bakshi or whatever. I think that might not be who made it. I can't remember. The original one from 78 or 9 or something. Romeo plus Juliet. I watched this in class and I actually really enjoyed it. They did a pretty good job. Ninja Assassin, Terminator Salvation. Everybody hated it. It wasn't horrible. I didn't hate it. Tomb Raider, because young Angelina Jolie. American Werewolf in London, Full Moon Edition. Devil's Rejects. 47 Ronin. Wasn't a terrible movie, but wasn't amazing. But it didn't deserve to get as panned as it got. Top Gun. I think like immediately after they did this, they released the 3D version, so I'm gonna upgrade eventually. Swordfish. Angels and Demons. Man with Iron Fist. Still haven't watched this one. Grindhouse. I only like Death Proof. I'm not a huge fan of this movie. Fast and Furious. Too Fast, Too Furious, which I actually really like. Tokyo Drift, which is pretty good. Fast and Furious, which was not that great. Fast 5 was alright. Better than Fast and Furious, but not as good as the first 3. Django Unchained. Jack Reacher. That's a really good movie. Really good action movie. Great car chase scene. U-571. Red Planet. The Last Stand. Pitch Black and The Chronicles of Riddick. This is the Riddick collection. Sucker Punch extended cut. Golden Compass. Inglourious Bastards, which might be one of my favorite Tarantino movies. I'm not a big fan of Tarantino, but this one's pretty good. Django Unchained is probably my favorite because it's actually really, really good. I'm going to move over, and we get Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. Where the Wild Things Are. It's an amazing movie, but God, is it dark. It is not for kids at all. If you watch this and your kids misbehave, don't be surprised. The Day the Earth Stood Still. I actually like this movie. And this does come with the original one. 10 Things I Hate About You. Interview with the Vampire. It's a cheap double pack. Galaxina and the Crater Lake Monster. Ship of Fools and Lilith. Austin Powers triple feature. The first one's probably my favorite. Third one's my least favorite, mainly because Beyonce can't act. Gamera is a double feature. Gamera, Guardian of the Universe, and Gamera 2, Attack of the Legion. Gamera 3, Revenge of Iris. The Brave One, which is hilarious because it's a movie about her buying a gun illegally, and then, I don't know, she's really anti-gun in interviews and stuff, special features. It's just hypocritical. Really good movie, though. The Great Gatsby with Robert Redford. The Warriors, the Ultimate Director's Cut. Angie convinced me to buy this. Great Escape. Pillow Talk. And then on the opposite spectrum, Cloverfield. Mass Effect, Paragon Lost. Really not a good movie. He's not a good character to follow. But yeah, it was alright. Wasn't amazing though. They could have done a lot more with the Mass Effect IP. Hansel and Gretel. I actually really enjoy this movie, especially the beginning where they get caught by a witch, and it's a line that me and my friends quote all the time: "Hot enough for you, bitch." Yeah. Hunger Games is the only one I have. It's an alright movie, but it seemed like the second one was apparently the same as the first one, so I haven't gotten on board the whole Hunger Games thing. Yeah. The A-Team, this was actually a really good movie. Surprised the crap out of me. I love this movie so much. It's just perfect. It's the best way they could have did this without making it. It could have went either, an A-Team's movie could either been really good or really bad. Fright Night. It's actually a really good movie. I loved the original one back from the 80s. That was one of, I used to watch that all the time as a kid. And this was actually a pretty good remake. Yeah, David Tennant's really good in this movie. Young Frankenstein, classic movie. Spaceballs, also really classic. One of the best theme songs ever. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. I love this movie. Wedding Crashers, I bought it for like $5 and got like, I don't know, 10 minutes into it and said I'll finish it later. That was like 2 months ago. Seven Psychopaths, one of my more highly anticipated movies, and it lived up to all my expectations. This is a hilarious movie. Really dark, but it's really good. The Hangover, I enjoy the Hangover movies. Fanboys, if you're a Star Wars fan, this movie is hilarious. This is what it is to be a Star Wars fan. Step Brothers, the 2-disc unrated edition. I really enjoy this movie. Your Highness, you're either going to love this movie or you're going to hate it. I happen to really enjoy it. It was hilarious to me. Tropic Thunder, Director's Cut, Pineapple Express. If you like stoner comedies, this is something you need to get. Observe and Report, never watched it. Semi-Pro, never watched it. Get over there. Hot Tub Time Machine. Took me forever to get around to watching this, and it's actually really good. Ted, what do you need to say about Ted? It's Ted. Anchorman, took me forever to get to watch this. Rich Mahogany edition. It's pretty good. This is the End. I loved it the first time I saw it. Second time it was pretty good. Third time it just got old. But it's if you haven't seen it, it's definitely worth checking out. Dark Shadows, proving that Tim Burton is in a slump right now, and Johnny Depp really needs to do some other stuff. Halloween, the John Carpenter one from the 70s? I can't remember. John Carpenter, Stephen King's The Mist. Yeah, great movie. Oh, moving down to the third shelf. Fool's Gold. Everybody hates this movie, but I actually really liked it. It surprised the crap out of me, but I don't know. I really enjoyed this movie. Dead Calm. If you've never seen this movie, it's great. For 3 people, except for the beginning. The beginning's the only part that has other people in it. But the majority of the movie is these Sam Neill, Nicole Kidman, and Billy Zane. Billy Zane is terrifying in this movie. Yeah, if you haven't seen this, definitely check it out. It's pretty cheap. Lone Survivor, haven't checked this out yet. It's supposed to be really good. I might watch that tonight. I don't know. The Impossible. This is actually a really good movie about the tsunami that hit back in 2004, I think. And yeah, all the acting's really good. The effects are really good. The only weird part is as Naomi Watts and her character's son are walking through the devastation, she turns around towards them and one of her boobs is out. And she's just kind of numb. It's just really weird. But if you want to see Naomi Watts' boob, And yeah, it's a really good movie though. The Master, Joaquin Phoenix and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yeah, it's actually really good. No Country for Old Men. That's an amazing movie, but God, is it depressing. Oh man, if you want proof that good guys don't always win. Yeah, Don John is actually a really good movie because it really has a really good, honest depiction of what men feel in a relationship and what women feel. Yeah, There Will Be Blood, Valkyrie, American Hustle, Cloud Atlas, Silver Linings Playbook, Captain Phillips, Finding Neverland, The Wizard of Oz. I need to get the bigger edition. They have a 3D one, I think. Journey to the West. Haven't watched this one yet. Walter Mitty. I wanted to see it last year, and a lot of people hated it, but I actually really, really love this movie. Secret Life of Walter Mitty. It's also got one of the best covers. Just him standing on a shark out in the ocean. Yeah, it's a great movie. Warm Bodies, haven't watched it. Never Ending Story, classic. This, I need to do a video on, because I didn't know what I was getting into when I bought it. It's the Brian Froud art edition of The Dark Crystal and Jim Henson's Labyrinth. No, that's all it is. It's a slipcover. And inside is the two movies just stuck together. So, yeah. Sandlot, 90s classic. Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Anastasia. Ever After. Night at the Museum, Battle of the Smithsonian. I really need to get the first one. Third one comes out next month in theaters. Willow, great movie. Who Framed Roger Rabbit, 25th Anniversary Edition, really great. Ice Age, Robots. This one actually surprised me because it's really good. It's The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Halloween classic. A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Sorcerer's Apprentice, it's pretty good. One of my favorite movies when I was a kid was The Rescuers and The Rescuers Down Under. Yeah. Toy Story. It's the only Toy Story movie I have on Blu-ray. I really need to fix that. I know. Pirates of the Caribbean and Stranger Tides. Pretty good. All the Pirates of the Caribbean movies are good in my opinion, but if you want to see a really hot mermaid, Oz the Great and Powerful. Two things pissed me off about this movie. One, it wasn't that good. And two, if you wanted the 3D version, that's all you got. You had to buy the 3D version, and you only got the 3D Blu-ray, or you get this, and you don't get the 3D. Yeah. Lone Ranger. Everybody hates this movie. I actually really enjoyed it. Frozen. Not as good as everybody says. Monsters, Inc. This is all my 3D ones right now. Pixar's Monsters, Inc. Finding Nemo. This is the most depressing first 10 minutes in any movie ever. Adventures of Tintin. I don't know if they're going to make another one, but these are actually really good. Ice Age, Continental Drift. Hotel Transylvania 3D. Paranorman. Men in Black 3. And Frankenweenie. Moving over to the next shelf, we have my comic book movies. Starting with Tim Burton's Batman. And Joel Schumacher's Batman and Robin. Still sealed. I only got it for nostalgia's sake. Batman The Dark Knight Returns, the deluxe edition. This has the part 1 and part 2 teamed together into one long movie. But it's actually pretty good. It's just really long. Assault on Arkham. I was expecting a lot more. It's really not that amazing. All the characters just are really expendable. Man of Steel. Steelbook, I actually really enjoyed Zack Snyder's Man of Steel. Constantine, I like this movie. X-Men 2, X2, X-Men United. I don't have the third one. X-Men Origins Wolverine, not very good. First Class, very good. Yeah, that's a really good movie. The Wolverine Unleashed Extended Edition. My only gripe is the 3D one is just the regular cut, and the Blu-ray is the regular cut and the extended cut. I would have liked to have seen the extended cut in 3D. Days of Future Past, great movie. The original Hulk from 2002, I think. This is the one where you only see a Hulk for like 5 minutes throughout the whole movie. Edward Norton's Hulk before he got traded for Mark Ruffalo. Iron Man 2, we're getting into my Marvel stuff. Thor 3D, Captain America 3D, Avengers, Iron Man 3, Green Lantern, this was a terrible movie. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, which you'd think having Venom or whatever in it would be good, but no, they ruined the movie. If you want to see Tobey Maguire dance and act like a douchebag, then you can watch this one. Amazing Spider-Man, pretty good. Haven't watched the second one. Watchmen, director's cut. I can only watch this like once every couple years because it's just so depressing and heavy. But it's an amazing movie. Kick-Ass, decent movie. It's pretty good. Hit Girl is awesome. And Big Daddy's awesome. Cowboys and Aliens, extended edition. I really enjoy this movie. A lot of people didn't, but yeah. Daniel Craig and Harrison Ford in one movie is just awesome. Dredd. If you haven't watched Dredd, go out and buy it because this deserves a sequel. They could not have made this movie any better. This is one of the best comic book movies ever. So yeah, support a sequel. It needs to be made. League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, 300, Punisher Warzone, which is a crap movie. Hellboy, Sword of Storms and Blood and Iron. Haven't watched this yet. Wolverine, Weapon X, Tomorrow Dies Today. Haven't watched this yet. Oblivion, Steelbook. I love this movie. Hulk. This is the original one from 2002 or whatever. Scrooged. Terminator 2, Judgment Day. The Mummy. The Dark Knight. Total Recall. Have not watched this movie yet. G.I. Joe Retaliation 3D. Resident Evil. Resident Evil Apocalypse. Resident Evil Extinction. Hangover Part 2. And my Godzilla edition. Great movie. Oh, down to the bottom shelf we have Star Wars The Clone Wars, complete season 1. I actually really enjoy these movies. The show. Season 2. And then look at this packaging. You go from this for season 1 and 2 down to this for season 3. And you can tell why I stopped buying. Some of my favorite shows: Game of Thrones, season 1, season 2, season 3, Walking Dead, season 3, my Prison Key edition of The Walking Dead, season 4. One of my favorite shows right now is Hannibal. This is season 1. I still need to pick up season 2. I adore this show. This is great. Tin Man, one of my favorite sci-fi events or whatever, miniseries. Really good. Money in the Bank. Get out there. Brack Show Volume 1 and Brack Show Volume 2. And we go to the very top for my special editions and stuff. I've got the limited edition phaser edition of Star Trek Into Darkness, as well as the Steelbook with the villain ship thing on Blu-ray. 2 of these Man of Steel 3D limited edition things, 46,380 out of 50,000, and 46,376. And then I have my Dark Knight Rises Cowl limited edition thing, number 10,835 out of 35,000. And as you can see, the Batman movies where I have the most of. I have the Dark Knight trilogy gift set thing. Yeah. My Ron Burgundy Anchorman thing. Let's see. Goonies. Was it 25th anniversary? Yeah, 25th anniversary. Which, I love this movie. Let's see. Pacific Rim, the 3D version with the city and everything. This is a big surprise for me. Lego Movie was actually really, really, really good. Yeah, if you haven't seen it, check it out. And then my E.T. with the little plush. And, yeah, it's all my games. Game boxes right now. So yeah, that's it. Long video. And I'm sure I'm going to have to do an updated video in a couple months, because a lot of releases coming out that I want to pick up, a lot of stuff I need to pick up that are just missing in my collection. So yeah, thanks for watching.